Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Adam Friedland Show, the Wednesday episode, audio only. Special guest today, Rosebud Baker. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks so much. Thanks. It's great to be here from Mad TV.
Yeah. She's one of the writers with, who is it? It's you, Patton Oswalt,
Pablo Francisco. And Ken Jeong.
Oh, Ken Jeong.
Yeah.
Dr. Ken.
Dr. Ken.
Dr. Ken.
I love that guy's interesting stories are like, yeah, he's Asian, but he went to Duke. Isn't that crazy?
Uh-huh.
He somehow escaped his Asian family and rose above, climbed out of...
He went to white boy school.
Yeah. Wait, he was like a Comic View guy, though, right? Like, before he popped off, he would be like on like...
Is Duke a white boy school?
I think so, yeah.
I'm thinking of MIT.
Duke is, yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Emerson. I don't fucking know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you major in podcasting, or that happened after you left?
I think that happened after I left.
I think you can do that there.
MIT, but it's MITV, but M-A-D.
You like Mad TV?
Yeah, MIT is the Mad TV school.
That'd be really good.
It's just sketches about math.
No, and like Miss Swan is one of the regents of the university.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate that.
She's like, he look like a man.
Maybe you can pitch that when you're back.
Maybe you can pitch
Mad
that
TV.
at Mad TV.
Okay.
Who's the head writer now over there?
Steve Bannon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve.
He's everywhere.
He's got his fingers in a couple different bowls.
And a couple different holes.
Bowls and holes.
I'll make sure that I didn't check the levels before we did. It's a little cavernous in here, so it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, it seems like you guys are...
So what do you think, huh?
The studio.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like you guys are in the process, in
the
middle of stuff,
definitely.
but...
Let's not worry too much. I'm spearheading it. Once
I didn't mean to say, what do you think?
Once it's done,
we don't care what you think.
Then we're gonna wow them.
Okay.
But for now, we're just gonna have to accept that there might be a little bit of an echo.
Okay, and what's the end goal?
The greatest television
become,
show that anyone's ever seen.
Yeah, to make like
Imagine
SNL Part 2.
Mad TV meets Anderson Cooper 360.
Yeah, that's basically the pitch.
But on steroids and crack at the same time.
Okay, so that's the whole pitch, is just that.
Just imagine
that log line.
What if Mad TV was a gay Vanderbilt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The show is, just imagine, close your eyes.
As funny as Mad TV, but as informative and gay as Anderson Cooper.
Oh, my God.
Just imagine Coop, right? 5 a.m. South Beach, Miami.
You're watching Michael McDonald pretend to be a mentally retarded boy, but at the same time you're learning about Lebanon.
Yeah.
So you have Anderson Cooper just in like suspenders and a weird cap.
Yeah.
He's going to be like smoking methamphetamine, having sex with muscular men.
Yeah, just
and then he'll look at the
asleep
camera
in a trash can.
and he'll say, he look like a man.
Yeah.
He'll
say, look what I can do. Last night, the leader of Libya, Gaddafi, was killed.
Every time I laugh in here, I sound like a ghost.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like a ghost is laughing back.
Yeah. Nick's taken it upon himself to tear all the wires out of the walls. In this
We have to switch the audio until we get until the studio's cooking. I think we're gonna have to. We'll do what we can with video content, but I'm telling you, this place is gonna be. It's going to be looking good.
No, it will. Just trust us.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, listen.
Trust the process.
You work in television.
Yeah.
You see
colleagues.
You see what the sets look like before they fucking finish.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, they don't look anything like this, but I think this is probably destined for greatness. And when you're destined for greatness, as you guys have pitched.
You know how I know it's going to be a good idea? I've got, that feeling you get when you know something's going to be good and you're like not sleeping.
Yeah.
And you're not eating and you're just thinking about it fucking 24/7.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Go.
Yeah.
And I come in here, dude, and I just work all day long.
That's good. I mean, I'm worried for you and your health, but that's good.
No, it's all right. I'm in the zone, dude.
You're going to live forever.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm taking one break. I mean, I guess I have to go on the road, but I'm working, and then I'm going to go see Kill Switch and Gage at Coney Island. And then going right from the concert back here.
Back to the stew.
And back to the studio.
Much like rappers, when they get out of jail, they go straight to the studio.
There's still time.
Rise and grind.
Yeah.
There's still time, by the way. I'm in Irvine, California, tomorrow through Saturday at the Irvine Improv. If you tried to buy tickets already and you only saw the booths, the club is in the process of converting those 4-seat booth tables to just individual tickets.
Nice.
Because the regular ones are sold out. So you can just keep trying, folks. Mm-hmm. Please come out. Let's
just refresh that page.
And again, I promise you a good show. I'm bringing Mike Racine. He will crush. And then I'm gonna have a dog shit set, but Mikey will crush. And we're gonna get his kid some fucking baby food.
Yeah. Little Ben.
So when you go and you're like, man, Mullen fucking sucks at comedy. Remember, if you post that online and people don't go to the next show, you're taking food out of Mike Racine's kid's mouth.
Yeah.
So no, the answer isn't I have to get better at stand up or do the full 45 minutes. I promise you. No.
The answer is you got to keep coming to feed this kid.
You got to feed Mike's kid.
Yeah. And that's what you have to do when you don't have your own child.
Yeah, Mike's too busy at home teaching his kid the ABCs. Mm-hmm. You know, to book his own shows or have his own career.
Yeah,
he's got to have.
A lot of people say the hardest job in the world is fatherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have said that, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what? It is kind of nice to see the stand-ups that we...
Mike Racine is sort of the kill switch engaged to my Lamb of God.
It's nice to see fatherhood sort of... Like the men in comedy, their careers taking a hit the way that they would if they were like a woman working in like the real world.
Yeah. At the business center for business.
Enterprise. At the business center for
I work at the business center for thinking. I'm a woman and now I have a baby and I've lost my job at the business center.
For entrepreneurship.
Yeah. That was such a funny scam they pulled on women in the 1980s.
Oh my God!
They're like, guess what? Yeah, you got a job too, bitch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they still pull it. They're still pulling that shit.
You got to put on a boxy suit and get a men's haircut.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Pads
you got some shoulder pads.
Now you got to have armpit and leg hair that's incredibly itchy, but your pussy bare. Still.
I don't want to see nothing on it.
What the fuck is going on? Why do women do that?
I don't know.
It's insane.
I don't know. I stopped doing it in my 20s.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I think it's because men, I think they're like, oh, this is like what men like or whatever. And I think women just still do that.
It was like a 1990s thing.
Because you'll be like, I'm a feminist, but then like you have a guy coming over to your house and you're like, I don't want to like embarrass myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want my shit to look nasty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, I don't want Andy within 20 feet of my pussy. So I'm like, I just make it as difficult as possible to even find it.
It's a rainforest down there.
Yeah, I think that I have no idea. I've never had armpit hair or leg hair that I can.
Well, it's fine if you want to do that. Do your dumb thing, but it's like I don't understand shaving the pussy and leaving the leg and armpit hair.
No, I don't either. I mean, although I think in general one's easier to shave than the other. Mm-hmm. Than the other two.
Oh, the pussy is easier to shave?
I think it's probably easier to shave that than it is to shave your whole leg.
It seems complicated.
Well, there's only one of them. You know, you got two armpits, two legs.
Yeah.
So in your mind, you're like, what's the bigger hill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just gave you a real autistic answer to that. Just answer.
It's smart. I'm thinking about it. But then it also I was trying to think of the male equivalent, and what popped into my head is the scene from Black Dahlia where Josh Hartnett fucks a woman, but they imply the fucking because it's like maybe it's a PG-13 movie or something, but you don't see the actual fucking. And then they're just in bed after, and he's wearing his fedora. Mm. Did he take his clothes off and then put the fedora back on? And
that's pimp.
Yeah,
that's cool. Have you ever been fucked by a guy in a fedora?
Not while he was wearing it.
No, but he took it off like a gentleman.
He took it off.
But a big one, like a spy versus spy.
I dated a man who was Greek. Who had a fedora collection that he insisted on around his apartment. He had.
I love the way with Greek people when they have money, it's like this guy could or do stuff like that. This could either be a billionaire or a mentally retarded person.
He was actually, I think he was mentally.
It's tricky because it could be eccentric billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
could be. Yeah,
I found out was Greek. Chris Angel after I saw his show in Vegas. I know I keep bringing it up.
He's got a great story about.
No,
Chris.
it's not that good. You kept cutting
Chris
me off.
Angel?
It would have been good.
Wait, tell me who he is.
He's that like gothic magician. He did Mind Freak.
Real quick, I'm sorry if I cut you off.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Story.
It wasn't that good of a story.
I didn't realize
this guy
I had done
kind of
your
looked
riffs,
like Chris
his
Angel.
riffs were way better than the story, to be honest. Yeah, he kind of bailed me out on the story.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
What
Listen,
was the Chris Angel riff?
What's that?
it wasn't a riff. No, I just saw him after his magic show, and I said it changed my life. And he looked at me. He said, "I know."
That's sick.
Yeah, it's so pimp.
I actually fucking
it makes
don't
me
like that
it
at
makes
all.
me want to find Chris Angel and go up to him and be like, dude, oh, can we get a picture?
I didn't ask for a pic.
and then get him excited
Yeah.
and then be like, I can't believe I'm meeting Papa John, and then just ruin his day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have him, just watch
Yeah.
him completely lose
This
his
guy
mind.
fucking invented dominoes. This is fucking Papa John, dude.
Dominoes. You know, the fucking dominoes?
Yeah.
Fucking lose it.
I also
Yeah.
heard I went with my sister's boyfriend. He works on the Strip. He does like lighting. My family's from Vegas.
Yeah.
And he told me magic gossip, but David Copperfield apparently wears a muscle suit under his clothes. He'll wear like a full a suit or something, and underneath he wears prosthetic muscles.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me
Yeah.
because he's a magician.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
that's not like a shocking thing to learn
He's
about.
doing
him.
deception. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of their thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
A friend of mine.
Well, a shocking story would be that David Copperfield thinks the magic is real.
Yeah.
That there's
Yeah.
that there's another magician that's using. He's like, I'm going to trick this fucking retard into thinking he's the best magician in the world. Because that retard would, it's like the original retard or the original magician. He's not a good actor.
Right.
He's just a genuine artist.
Right.
So he gets a patsy that he shoves into the foreground. David
Exactly.
Copperfield. And he's like, we're going to, because this
he
retard.
just Truman shows the entire.
This retard thinks he's the best magician in the world.
Yeah.
And
every day he's more and more shocked by his own skills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That is like, that would be shocking to me to hear.
Yeah. True art.
True art.
That's what that would be.
True art is deception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think at 35 it's too late for me to learn magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I missed the boat on that one.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I think 35 is too late, but 62 it's right on time.
Oh,
just
like to
talked to-
retire and get into magic?
Yeah.
I just talked to a magician today, actually.
Did you?
I had to pick up stuff for work. And I'm looking for like a specific type of LED light.
Yeah.
So I go there's a magic shop, right? And I'm looking for like this kind of thing, and he's like, well, we don't have that, but we have these, and it's like the wrong color. But then he put it into one of his ears and pulled it out the other, and it's like
That's so funny.
he's just showing me stuff off the shelf. He's like, oh, because it's a magic store. You can't just show it to me.
You can't just show me the thing.
Yeah.
You got to show me the trick that it does.
I've mentioned it before on the show, but one of my best friends growing up became a street magician, mind freak. And he would perform on the Strip.
I've
do
heard
like
that. I've
he'd
heard
busk.
his name.
Yeah, Tommy Giorgione, my
Okay.
boy. Yeah.
Okay.
I love him. He's
Yeah.
my dog. But yeah, like I saw him 2 years ago at my mother's funeral, and he like came through. And
Did you saw the casket in half?
No,
Brought your
that
mom
would have
back?
been good. That would have been good.
Fucking cut your mom in half.
No, but he was wearing a fedora and then a waistcoat and then
Yes.
like a tie and a shirt. And I was like, Tommy, did you wear your magic clothes to the funeral?
It's just Adam has a mentally disabled cousin, and just him going up to
It's
the
just
magician.
weird.
He's like, "Can you bring her back, please?" He's like, "I'm not that kind of magician, kid. I'm more the you kind of magician."
I feel like all magicians in general sort of have adopted Johnny Depp style circa like
Jack Sparrow.
1996, 1998.
Yeah, a lot of chains.
Crow.
Chris Angel
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
basically Chris Angel's whole vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of them though.
Yeah.
They're all kind of like they have that same.
Yeah.
They're like quiet and mysterious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And might throw a woman around every once in a while.
Yeah.
There's really not a lot of good aesthetic choices for magicians.
Yeah.
You're either that, a goth guy, or a libertarian.
Yeah, I want to see one that's just dressed normal, just like cartoon character
David
garb.
David Blaine is kind of like that.
He has the best style.
David Blaine is just like, he's a guy that doesn't give a shit about. I mean, he's like the best magician in the world.
He rocks.
And then half of his magic is like, yeah,
Stunts.
I'm gonna go into one of the Auschwitz ovens and survive.
Right.
You know, and it's like, is this magic? I don't know.
Yeah, he's just dressed like he went to Home Depot.
Yeah, he's like, I've been inhaling Zyklon B for 4.5 hours and I'm not dead. Now I'm going to go into the ovens, and then afterwards I'm going to eat one of the trains that came here. Piece by piece, I'm going to eat one of the Auschwitz trains. A lot of magicians say that they could with magic. A lot of magicians' dreams is that with magic they could reverse the Holocaust, but I'm actually going to do it.
I'm actually going to do it
by going to the ovens and then eating all of the trains.
You know that pile of shoes at the Holocaust Museum?
Yeah.
That's going in my belly.
And it's just David Blaine just eating metal next to some train tracks and the snow's falling. Just on like some just rotten fence. And there's just, for some reason there's like a crew of just Detroit black guys. They're like, oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
He eating the motherfucking train! They're just losing their minds.
Oh, your husband's calling.
Mr. Rosebud.
Yeah, pick up.
Okay. Hello, Andy.
Hi, Rosebud. Are you with people?
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
yes.
with guys.
I'm with guys.
Oh, are you at Cumtown?
Yeah.
No.
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 Idiot.
The Adam Friedland show.
Yeah, fucking don't dead name us.
Yeah, you just dead named
The
them.
show,
named.
the show is trans.
The show we transition.
Trans now.
That's why I'm finally doing the show.
Yeah, that's me pitching the show to Netflix. I'm like, it's called the Adam Friedland Show. They're like, no interest, and I'm like,
It's trans.
I'm trans, by the way. Just like leaving the room, being like, by the way, I'm trans. And they're like, wait, take millions of dollars, please.
Andy, can I call you on my way to Maryland?
Yeah, I'm just going to the gym. I was just checking it.
Okay. Love
Bye,
ya.
Andy.
Bye.
Damn, that's why none of my relationships work.
Why?
I don't know that you're supposed to do stuff like that. It's like, I'll talk to you when I see you in 4 days, and I'm in between episodes of All in the Family.
Yeah.
You walk into my apartment.
No, you're supposed to do a good night call.
I've gotten
Yeah,
better
sleep
at that.
well.
Never do a good night call.
You have
I
to
don't.
do
I
that.
don't do that.
What I do is
I do
I
do that.
never do that, and then a woman cries, and I say, "You have borderline personality."
Yeah,
disorder."
you're mentally ill.
But
Yeah.
I don't think you're. I don't
You are mentally ill.
listen, I don't.
Go
think,
to the doctor.
I don't think you're entirely off about that. I feel like if you have to talk all the time, it's like if you want to last, you can't talk all the time.
No, that's true.
You got to be like, let's just. That was like I was trying to be courteous and wrap it up, but like
Squirtius.
Squirtius.
You ever been with a Squirtius?
You ever been with a Squirtius? It's from The Matrix.
Yeah.
Scorpius.
Squirtfius.
Squirtfius.
Morpheus, but he squirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what if I
And he's
told
like,
you?
what if
He
you
takes
think
one
that's
pill
pee?
and he just
What if I
fucking-
told you?
You think that's
it's not pee?
What if you think that's a woman's cum?
What if I told you I could blast all over your bed?
And then he goes backwards whenever
Yeah, he goes
just sort of
backward.
like his whole body bends in half.
Yeah. Bitches really do be ruining stuff with the squirting.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you guys ever been squirted on? Has it ever happened to you?
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
a fucking gentleman. I don't talk about it. I don't
And
talk about how
that
that's
means-
never
that means
happened.
no.
Where else is supposed to go? She goes,
I don't
oh,
talk about how
excuse me, and then walks in the other room to squirt. To go squirt into the toilet. Pardon me for a second.
Well, I mean, sometimes certain angles it wouldn't happen on top of you.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I girls squirt so much that I sleep in rubber sheets like a mental hospital.
Right.
Because of the mess. Because all this.
Right,
all
because of the
blast.
squirting.
Because too much squirting.
So when the
I'm
women
sick
come
of doing
over and
laundry.
they go, "What's with the wax sheets?" You go, "It's because of all the squirting," and they fall for that.
Yeah, and I would squeegee down the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I send them home in an Uber pool.
What I do is I put one of those. I put one of those little like sponge dinosaurs on the bed first.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you fuck them till they just squirt way too much, and then you ride off on a giant dinosaur.
That's cool.
At the end
That's
of the night.
beautiful.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
That's actually magic.
Those
Yeah.
things blew my mind
You
as
got
a kid.
you got speakers playing the Jurassic Park theme.
It's beautiful.
And you're like, oh, sorry, you've never. I guess guess this is your first time having sex, bitch.
I guess you've never fucked.
I guess you've never, just the schizophrenic version of the crowd work guy. You ever been with a guy that fucking gives a little makes a big dinosaur? And the theme song plays, people are like, what's happening to this guy? I'm like, sorry.
She's like, no, I haven't.
I used to be a magician.
She falls for it, though, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never... there's quite a few women that I know that have fucked magicians, and
I feel like they pull... I feel like women... Because it's like a version of pickup artistry, right?
I guess
it's
so.
like doing tricks.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I think it's just like a little bit sadder than fucking a comic.
I think it's maybe... I would say it's still worse to fuck a comic.
Really?
No.
Do you think so?
I mean, it depends which comic.
I guess so.
Yeah, there's some hot guy. You got a hot guy comic?
I got a good one.
You got a hot one?
Yeah, I got a good one. He's got a strong jaw.
Yeah, he's got a nice
angular
jaw.
Face.
He's very Caucasian, very handsome, and
he really looks like
he's great at skiing,
like a bust that someone made of some kind of emperor.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
it's really true.
So today is 8/17, correct?
I believe so.
All right, cool.
Why?
I'm just trying to remember what reads we have this week. Man, I really did not book reads for the summer.
Well, business slows down this summer.
That's right.
Yeah.
We were talking about Andy's jaw.
Yeah, Andy looks good.
We were talking about how he just looks like a statue that somebody made of
Andy
an
looks
old tyrant in
he looks like
Roman times.
Yeah, he looks like the like just the pictures of like the not the Waffen SS, but maybe the like here, just the regular German army, like propaganda photos,
right?
And like some of them are Aryan, but they're friendly.
Yeah.
Rather than the Nazis who are like, these guys are hardcore.
You think Andy's got a friendly face?
I think compared to a Waffen SS guy.
Yeah.
He's not as bad as an SS member.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You start
the bar down here.
Yeah. You start off at fucking at Auschwitz Guard.
Yeah.
The guy who's like, I want to pull the switch. That guy. You start there.
Yeah.
Take a step back.
So when people say me,
give that guy a nice warm glass
why
of
does your
milk.
husband look so miserable? I can be like, picture a Waffen SS guy.
Yeah.
How does he look now? They go, oh, like a nice neighbor.
Andy looks like the physical manifestation of, do you know who my father is?
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of what he looks like.
Dude, we got pulled over by
He's
the cops.
Hitler, by the way. That's who my father is.
My dad is Hitler.
Can you imagine? That's got to be that has to, because there had to have existed an entitled Nazi.
Yeah, for sure.
In the Nazi world, the guy that's like, even the other Nazis are like, oh, this guy is such a fucking, he's such a fucking piece of shit.
We had to give
He's so rude to wait
He's
staff.
fucking just such a piece of shit.
He's a nepotism Nazi. Yeah.
Well, I feel like, and it's,
Scooter Goebbels.
I was just going to do the thing where I explain a joke thinking it's funny that way.
No, we like that.
Let me get I'm going to get out my nicotine lozenges.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm on day 5 of no vaping.
Oh, nice.
Dude, vaping is so hard to quit.
It's fucking impossible.
I love it.
You know how much cocaine I had to do to stop vaping?
How much?
A lot. And then to quit the cocaine, I had to get monkeypox.
Yeah.
I feel like using cocaine to quit vaping is sort of counterintuitive. I feel like nothing could make me want to vape more.
Yeah, you really want nicotine.
Yeah.
You're doing
it
drugs.
was great because I smoked for like 10 years and then I quit, and then in the last decade of my life, no problem. I can have one cigarette like a month.
Yeah.
And it's not an issue. Yeah.
I keep trying to do that.
No, yeah, I can do that, and then I got into vaping last fall after always thinking it was disgusting. Like they just seemed like it sucked to me. And then I got into those Diamond Air bars, and then it was like I was going through like 2 of those a day.
Yeah,
I was just vaping constantly.
Yeah,
and,
that's where I was at too.
I think it really fucked me up in the short term. I think I'm fine now, but my resting heart rate went through the fucking roof.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
Same. And it was like I was constantly fighting off a virus or something. My body just, and even now, like I had to quit because I got the flu. So I was like, let me just quit vaping now. So I did it, but it fucking hurts your head. And like the second you feel better, you're like, oh, let's fucking hit a vape. Like I love it. I love it so much. I never want to quit.
Yeah.
And I fucking have to.
No, I see him because he's doing it.
It's such a whack look.
Maybe I'll vape.
I don't give a fuck how it looks. It feels so good.
It feels good, but it looks so stupid.
Yeah, you really got to, like, if you really want to, like, quit everything and you're, like, an addictive personality, you got to replace it with, like, boxing or something.
I know.
You gotta just be able to, like, just smash. Maybe there should be a place you could there should be something you can break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There is a place. I know there's a
place where you can break things.
Like,
Brooklyn.
you know, and 300 years ago, like a guy like me, a guy with money, of means, I would be able to just go into town, find an orphan child, and just snap his arm under the wheel of my carriage.
Yeah.
And that would be like having a couple of drags.
Yeah.
That would be like a Nicorette
having
lozenge.
a little nightcap.
Just bludgeoning a peasant.
Just exactly. Tying a malnourished boy to a wagon wheel and shattering his limbs.
Right.
And I'd be like, okay, back to work. Right. And then I would go see a different boy slave and make him play piano
or
for me.
snatching
AKA
someone's
my job. Slave. Yeah.
Snatching someone's pet out of the street.
Yeah.
And just sort of snapping it in half.
Powdering my face, and making a boy play piano beautifully for me.
Yeah, because you didn't have an iPod back in the day. You had to have a child boy whore.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is
I feel like Chopin today.
Yeah. Bring me a virtuoso boy to play for me, and then afterwards I will make love to him as if he were a woman.
Boy.
It's
boy,
crazy.
come in here.
Right. That for years, the society was like, that's the way it's supposed to be. There's
that's just how things are.
There's a mercury poisoned Queenie pedophile that makes a boy prostitute play piano for him, and then he goes into town and breaks an orphan's limbs.
He's wearing women's makeup.
If it wasn't that way, then we'd be in the Dark Ages.
Exactly. We're civilized. It's so funny those people own the entire planet.
Yeah.
They literally, like, the British, and now they have to go back to their shitty island and just be ugly and pale now. But they're like, oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, now they all
we really blacked out on that one.
Is detective shows where the ugliest people in the world try and solve a murder that nobody cares about.
So fun. I've been watching Love Island with my girlfriend. It's so funny. It's like the Stanford prison experiment. And just like they look like shit, these people.
I don't watch any of those shows. I don't like.
I love bad TV. I love the telly.
I love bad TV, but I love like bad like Hallmark movies, like movies they spent $2 to make.
Yeah. I was raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like there's one called My Secret Billionaire. That's it's been actually re-released under 2 other names now. But it was probably made for like $3, and it's about a billionaire. So you can imagine that like how much stock footage they had to use just to make
like a
this
mansion.
Yeah, it was just like a helicopter.
Right, because
like,
most billionaires they have like a Prius and Crocs.
Yeah.
It's like the most expensive thing they own.
Right,
they don't fuck.
Right.
It's so funny to see like what these people think a billionaire's life looks like, and the whole premise of it is like this guy. He's a billionaire. He's like a lady killer, and his dad gets sick, and he has to go to his dad's bedside, and his dad is like, "I want you to go away." It's like the worst Italian accent that you've ever heard in your whole life. He goes, "I want you to go far away for a month with no money, and I want you to not use your name." And he's just no questions asked. He just does it.
So it's Coming to America.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a me,
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
It's a me,
Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
Yeah.
I'm a plumber.
It's literally Coming to America with a white guy.
Yeah, and it's not funny.
With no budget, and it's not funny. It's like genuine, earnest, heartfelt.
Yeah.
And I watched it, so I loved it so much. I watched it with ads, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Ads make me want to kill myself at this point.
I love them.
Fuck advertising, dude. I think about that all the time, dude. Anytime I see an advertisement, I'm like,
You're
what?
like, fuck this.
Are you trying to trick me? Well, you think you're a magician? Well, you think you're...
You think you can get into my mind?
You think you're David Blaine. David Blaine at least undid the Holocaust with his magic. You're trying to get me to buy sneakers.
You sound like everyone my husband's been hanging out with.
He's in London.
He's London,
Yeah.
He's hanging out with crypto guys,
What
right?
is he doing over there?
Yeah.
He's working on for a soccer team that was just purchased by crypto guys.
Leia's over there, too.
And so is my girlfriend. They're hanging out tonight.
Leia's in London? Maya's in
London, yeah.
What is she doing over there?
She's like seeing friends. I couldn't go on
They're
vacation.
dating each other.
I couldn't go on.
Hold on.
Andy said something about a side family.
Yeah.
What if? Wait, it was so funny. When we were upstate, and Andy was like, you were like, if I died, and I was like, yeah, Andy and I would go out and get pussy, and you were like, you guys couldn't get pussy, like if your girlfriend or wife died, and then like I text Andy the next day, I was like, that was bullshit. We could totally get pussy. I don't know what she was talking about.
Andy's always saying shit like that. He's like, maybe she's looking at me, and I was like, she's not. She thinks you're my sister.
Yeah, it's just a smash cut to a blind woman like crossing the street with a stick, going back and forth. Oh, this lady's trying to fuck me.
It's always someone who's just
she wants me to fuck her eye holes.
So out of his league that I'm like, I think he's fucking blind. I'm like, you need to check your own fucking vision.
Yeah, it's so funny.
See, I have the opposite. I'm always like, even if I'm like I'm checking out at a place, I'm like, I don't know. I hope this cashier doesn't think that I'm like trying to rape her or something. It's like they're like, oh, this creep, he's smiling at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't make eye contact.
Yeah, you
make sure I don't say thank you.
It's prison rules.
Yeah.
You put on a fake wedding ring
to yourself.
Yeah, right. So the Adam Friedland Show is brought to you by Diet Smoke.
Oh, Diet Smoke! What a product!
Diet Smoke is Adam, why don't you take it away?
Diet Smoke,
star of the show. He's who people want to
Okay, everyone's familiar with marijuana, right? Which is something with the scientific term for it is Delta-9 THC. This product, Diet Smoke, is Delta-8 THC.
They also have Delta-9 THC now.
And now
you know
they
what's
have
so funny about the
regular kind.
All of these companies they made it started with CBD because it's like technically legal.
Right.
And then they added Delta-8, which is a little bit closer. Now weed's just legal, so they're like, how about Delta-9? And it's like, this is just fucking weed.
Now it's just weed,
Well, what is it? Does it get you high?
It gets you fucked up.
It gets you... and Delta-8 will get you fucked up still. But yeah, apparently they have both, but they have a whole line of products, including vapes, CBDs, gummies. What else? They just added more flavors: cherry, lime, mango. I gotta try that. Watermelon, blue raspberry.
This all sounds fucking
peach. So it's candy that gets you fucked up, and they have drinks too. You have weed drinks.
Oh, they got a lot more flavors.
This is fucking childish.
Delta Diet Smoke is really going off right now.
Yeah, I mean,
when we started, they had 2 flavors of edible.
Smoking weed's a whack world.
I want to try milk flavor.
Yeah,
I just want milk.
They should do the Harry Potter thing where they got every flavor.
So yeah,
Harry Potter's so fucking gay, dude.
What are you talking
I'm gonna
about,
go
dude?
off. Fuck Harry Potter.
I'm sorry, this is keeping me up all night.
Yeah, I'm like, so what's the deal? He's like a fucking magician or something?
You just found out about Harry Potter?
Yeah, I was walking over here. There's got this Harry Potter store.
It's like, who gives a shit?
Have you been to that?
Who fucking cares?
Who's fucking going to this place?
Right now,
bring the Friends Cafe back. Bring Gunther back.
I passed by the Friends Experience the other day. Have you ever seen the TV show?
Do you remember when they did the Seinfeld place? They did the Seinfeld apartment somewhere in New York.
Yes.
And someone immediately broke the door doing Kramer. They just had it on video.
They probably nailed it, though.
Yeah, no, he did.
They probably were the only one who did it right.
The guy like comes in and then it's like, oh shit. Just fucked out the door jam.
Yeah.
So right now I'm looking at the Diet Smoke website, which is an incredible website, but I'm on their blog section, which you got to check out. And here's a blog post that they have: 4 movie scenes a Diet Smoke subscription would fix. The milkshake scene in Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Violet Beauregard. Oh, the Sicario dinner scene. And, of course, the box scene in 7.
What's wrong with the milkshake scene?
She overdoses. So I guess they're saying
instead of in the middle of a heroin overdose, this will
they're
fix
saying
it?
she should have gotten a buzz from Diet Smoke.
The claim now is that Diet Smoke works like Narcan.
Oh,
so
got it.
I think that's what they're implying.
I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah, if you're overdosing on cocaine or heroin, take
Delta-9.
It's weird.
How is the box scene from 7 fixed by?
Let's see this. Iconic scene, iconic movie. Kevin Spacey cuts off Brad Pitt's wife's head and puts it in a box for them to discover.
Is that confirmed?
I don't know.
Yes.
You never see what's in the box.
They don't tell you what's in the box.
Yeah, but you know what's in the box.
Oh, what's in the box?
You know what's in the
box?
Brad Pitt, colon. What's in the box? What's in the box? What in the fucking box? They didn't even spell it right.
It's an unboxing.
And then Morgan Freeman, dude, relax. It's your monthly subscription from Diet Smoke. Take a cherry lime.
It's a bunch of edible gummies, you fucking faggot.
What the fuck? Wow, that movie would have been way better if it was edible.
It all ended in an unboxing.
Delta 8 THC. Apparently they got Delta 10 now.
How fucking high did you think they were when they came up with that? Like, what if part of the ad, what if part of our marketing is just say movie scenes? The Delta 8 could smoke, but what could you could literally plug anything in? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, what about like the American Beauty scene where she's worried about cum getting on the couch?
Yeah. Remember that movie, That Damn Cat? What if instead the cat was weed? This is an advertisement brought to you by DietSmoke.com.
Yeah, so we really thank Diet Smoke for supporting our show, The Adam Friedland Show. If you visit their blog section, they have a lot of other good information, including what is Delta 8 THC, the best ways to enjoy Delta 8 THC, a guide to microdosing cannabis, here, and the history of 420. That's interesting. 420 is a celebration of the
Hitler's
Fuhrer
birthday.
Adolf Hitler. What?
Yeah.
I thought it was weed. Okay, so you go to their website.
It was also Columbine.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happened.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, that
I'm
kid,
David Blaine, and we're here on Hitler's birthday.
That kid Klebold used to smoke that shit.
I'm gonna get high by smoking the ashes of the Auschwitz victims.
Delta 9 could have fixed Columbine.
Oh my god! If everyone in the world just smoked weed.
I'm David Blaine, and this is Get High Off Fake Weed.
Have you seen that video?
I remember getting high on 420 on Columbine and being like, man, like. It's being like, if everybody was high, like we wouldn't have a problem. Like I remember having that.
That's
one
the
of my
kind of
ex-girlfriends
gay
missed.
shit that like teenagers used to say. They'd be like, "Bro, I never miss 420. Every day at 420, I smoke weed.
Yeah, every single day.
I've
never missed
at 4:20 p.m. I never miss.
From 2001 to 2005, never missed a 420.
Yeah. No, I mean at 4:20 p.m. like smoking weed.
No, I know.
Every day.
Those guys, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, and then I pour out half of a 40 for Brad Noel.
I miss it. Honestly,
I still
miss
drink
him.
some of the 4. I don't have the kind of Skrilla right now to fucking to just pour out a whole
Kinda
40 for Brad Noel.
But this Mickey's is for you.
Yeah. fucking 40 ounces of freedom, dude.
I'm trying to think what like in the DMV they called cheddar was like pussy. They called. Which I think was just wrong. I think they used that wrong.
Cheddar? I don't remember hearing people say cheddar to mean pussy.
I think it was just my pretty much all white high school sort of picking up.
Did you say Bama? Did people say Bama, or is that
I remember
DC slang?
I think these are not colloquial. They're just what is it called when something's specific to a time period?
Yeah, it was. I don't know, generational?
Yeah, generational. Because people used to say Bama. There was a rap group named Bama. You remember that?
Yeah. Were they go-go or rap?
It was rap. They were from Alabama.
Oh, they were from Alabama.
Yeah, Go-Go's DC
from
only.
DC, yeah.
Go-Go's the only thing. Yeah, Go-Go and I guess like a certain... trip hop might be more universal, but DC had a huge trip hop scene.
Yeah, that's where... What are they called? Thievery Corporation. Yeah, they're from DC.
Yeah.
DC used to ride with Thievery.
Oh, yeah.
That shit, I love that shit. Dude.
Yeah, it's tight, dude.
I love downtown.
It makes you feel like you're
hip-hop.
in Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Well, it's really because it's like it's that weird culture of like guys that are like sort of Mediterranean or something. They just like hang out at like hummus bars,
lounge music.
Yeah.
You know, this studio feels like a place where they would like recruit someone for Ocean's 11.
Yeah, this is exactly. We kind of feel that way.
Yeah, like you just find a guy.
We're getting
in
a
the
team.
middle of something.
We're getting
brilliant.
the most important member of the team, the Chinese guy that fits into things.
Yes, yeah.
The contortionist.
We need a
Chinese.
hacker.
We need a tiny Chinese guy.
We need a safe cracker, and we need the tiny Chinese.
Well, you know what?
A tiny Chinese to go
Tiny
inside.
Chinese. Anyway, if you go to dietsmoke.com, put in promo code COMETOWN or COMETOWN20, we're going to get a change pretty soon to the TAFS or whatever. You're going to get a great discount on some great products, and you're going to get freaking buzzed. So go there and let's start the show.
Buzz Lightyear.
Dude, that's why they call him
I
that.
can't wait to see Toy Story. Dude, I'm trying to see Buzz Lightyear. Erklin's best movie of the year. Fucking Buzz Lightyear.
This is crazy. Mouse is like, she never really.
Oh yeah, we have a dog in the studio.
Yeah, she never really fucks with anybody. She was asking to get on your lap just then.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of like, hold me, which is odd because she doesn't talk or look at strangers.
The dog probably knows that I donate thousands of dollars every year to the World Conservation Society.
Oh, you do? Okay, that's what it is.
Tremendous amount of money.
At this point in my life, my thing, I only give money to animals and retards.
No, I give all mine to Israel and the United Negro College Fund.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Let's get these Negroes some college.
Yeah, let's get them.
If you're at home listening, go to the United Negro College Fund website. Let's get a couple of these Negroes in college for a change.
I'm all Down syndrome. Down syndrome is my main thing.
You know what, I'm always saying, you know what these fucking Negroes need? College.
God.
They really should have changed the name. Have they changed the name?
They should. They shouldn't let a guy like me just be out here hearing that name
And just telling people
and saying
where
the name,
I donate.
saying the name back to them.
Well, you can't. That's the problem. You can't donate to a thing that you can't tell people that you donate to.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't repeat the thing that you're donating to, why donate?
My cousin in 6th grade, he got suspended from school for saying Negro, and his mom went into the principal's office and she lied and said he didn't know what it meant, and she got him off the hook.
He thought it meant sucking dick.
He thought he didn't know what it meant.
He thought it meant squirting. And
How old was he?
He was like 12 or something. You know.
Oh my God.
He was just being a shithead kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he said it in like the cafeteria or something. He got in big trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then
This
he
is
got
in Vegas.
No, he lived in L.A. But yeah, then he got into graffiti.
Hollywood Friedland.
He got into writing. He I got to go write.
I mean, there are very few black people in LA compared to like New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
There's a lot of Hispanic.
I think it's LA is just super segregated.
Yeah.
I've noticed
That always blew me away when I finally went to California, thinking of it being this very progressive place.
And then you go there and you're
And
like, no one lives in the same neighborhoods. It's like...
Yeah, but they have like very specific neighborhoods. They have like little
Jakarta.
Jakarta.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
You go there now. It's 2022, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is Black Beverly Hills." And it's like, why isn't that just Beverly Hills?
Right, yeah.
What's that? Baldwin Heights,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Black Beverly Hills.
It's insane.
Yeah,
it's
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that city so much.
It sucks.
I actually like enjoy spending time there, but I could not ever live there ever. Like just on the fact that you have to make plans with friends, like dinner plans, like you're in your 60s.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like you have to plan an hour commute anywhere.
Right.
Oh
it might
my God.
be a little bit more doable now that there's like Uber and Lyft.
Dude, there was this one time where I went out to LA and this guy from Live Nation was like, "Hey, I want to have a meeting with you." So I was like young and dumb in my career, and I didn't understand how like if you get a meeting, they don't reach out on Instagram, you know? So I was an idiot, and I was like, "Oh, this guy Live Nation," also not knowing that Live Nation like doesn't do anything, and that they're like an email list,
Right?
And I like got this. So I got this meeting, and I go, I drive out there, and he comes down to the lobby, and he's like, "So what do you want in the future?" And I like start telling him about my goals, and he's like, "Do you want like a family or kids?" And I was like, "Is this a date?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, it can be whatever you want it to be." And I'm like, this motherfucker made me drive to be harassed. Like the harassment doesn't bother me, but if usually they come to you.
He's got a suit on, but he's like wearing sweatpants and his shoes are soaking wet. He's like, "What's do you shave your pussy, or what do you want to do in your career?
What are your plans?
What's your future?
Do you shave your
Do you shave your pussy?
What are you?"
Yeah.
Have you ever squirted?
So how flexible are you? What do you talk about in your act?
Oh boy, yeah. LA sucks. The best thing that ever happened to me though was in LA.
Really?
Yeah, I may have like oversold the story I'm about to tell.
I could feel the doubt because you looked up at the sky.
Well, my landlord hired me to serve divorce papers to a woman, and I got to stake out her apartment all day listening to Mobb Deep.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I felt so cool, dude.
How much did he pay you?
I think like $25. It was nothing.
Okay. All right.
But you took it serious.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, Joanne.
Did he ask you to stake it out, or did you just add that?
Served. No, because she was dodging. They couldn't get somebody. They were like, you need to just stay at that in front of the house, because she's like, she knows that he's trying to serve the divorce papers.
Okay.
And I was like, I got this, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like looking in the mirror and stuff, and like checking in case anybody's like, "Why? What are you doing?" I'm like, I work for the fucking government. I'm a cop. Fuck off, asshole.
I'm here on work.
I'm James Bond.
That's awesome. I actually thought about, for a while during the pandemic, I was like, is it too late for me to join the FBI? Because I thought maybe I could do that, and that would be better than being a comic. It still would be better, I think.
Oh, yeah. It would be.
What would you do in the FBI?
Most people do computers, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I was just like, it was one of those days, where I was like, there's got to be something I can do.
You would
want
to be like a special agent?
If they're like out in the field,
they are.
I think that's what I would want to be doing.
I want to be one of those guys with the vest that's pointing his gun down because it's safe. There's
Yeah.
He's like pointing his like AR down.
Yeah.
I don't think they go out into the field unless there's a crime that you're going to.
Right.
But
I was thinking like, I don't know. I wanted to like solve murders or like, grifters, like going after like grifters, because there's so many of them now. There's like so many people who are just like grifting.
You
on
finally caught up to me.
Social media.
Yeah. I see we meet again, Special Agent Rosebud.
No, I was thinking of like holistic healers that like
are
probably beginning cults on Instagram and shit like that.
Is that a crime though?
Yeah, I think so. Cults.
I think it
my two favorite crimes of all are in terms of like, I just think that's like, if you're going to be a criminal, these are the two best ones to do. Shining a laser pointer at an airplane or a helicopter.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great.
And then transporting raw milk across state lines.
Thrilling.
Yeah. And I remember as a teenager finding out about like, because there's people that are raw milk fanatics.
Yeah.
They're like, this cures cancer. It fucking, it's like this raw milk is the answer. But if you bring it across state lines, because it's not, it's disgusting. It's got like blood in it and shit. It's like a serious fucking crime. Like, they take that, like they take it very seriously.
Yeah.
You're really not supposed to bring that shit.
Do they respect
they do that with
you
breast
in the pen?
milk too. There's people that like sell their own breast milk to like breast milk fanatics.
Yeah. I think that though is okay because it's not like an animal product. Like that you couldn't, because then if
is it not?
Well, here's why you can't make a law saying you can't bring breast milk across state lines, because then basically no pregnant woman would be allowed to travel.
Well, they say that, but you can't. They're like a fetus is a person, but you also, a pregnant woman isn't charged 2 airline tickets.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think there's a lot of loopholes with the whole.
Well, you should see what these damn airlines are doing nowadays.
They're out of control.
They don't let you have a
These
carry-on.
airlines are crazy.
If I was an FBI guy, I'd want to be the guy that comes into the crime scene and tells the local police that we're taking over the investigation.
Yeah.
And then the local cop's like, I just want, I need this. And I'm like, sorry, I'm the FBI.
Yeah.
It's mine now.
I also feel like I'm just remembering why I got into it I got obsessed with like misinformation and disinformation and shit like that, and I was like, oh.
So you want to be somebody that like cracks down on free speech?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be an anti-free speech. Right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
I think
to
we should
aspire
take
to.
away free speech. I think we should get rid of it. As a stand-up, I think it could probably just sort of slim the herd or whatever the phrase is.
Yeah.
Is that what the trim? Am I thinking trim the hedges, slim the herd?
Thin the herd.
Thin out the herd.
Yeah.
I'm glad you misspoke. I almost stumbled on my words a second ago, and I was like, am I having a stroke?
No, people do it.
Everybody's been misspeaking.
Well, this place is filled with asbestos.
It's got it.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know what's in the ceiling.
I thought I had monkeypox the other day because I got like ringworm or something on my arm.
He's a gay guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I thought I had
gay sex.
I thought I had like ringworm or something, and then I met up with Steven, the guy that edits the show, and he's clear. He just has monkeypox,
Right.
like without a doubt, he's got monkeypox.
I thought he
Right.
said he beat monkeypox.
Is this a bit, or are you serious?
He has
We think-
he has a monkeypox lesion on his arm, for sure.
Are you sure it's not ringworm?
I was like, bro, you got monkeypox, and he's like, no, what this is it was like a pimple that got infected. I'm like, okay.
No one gets arm pimples.
But usually the monkeypox is like here, right?
If you're sucking
If
dick.
you're sucking dick,
If you're
I
on
got it, okay.
If you're on the train and you brush past a gay guy's purse, that's how you get it on your fucking forearm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's, yeah.
Or you're reaching down into a man's ass because you lost your wallet.
Because you lost your wallet.
Yeah.
Your watch came
you
off.
couldn't
Yeah.
find your Metro card.
in the
Yeah.
and
fisting.
you're like, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's in his asshole.
Yeah, I just I'm not gay, but I'm a ventriloquist act, and with inflation, the dummies are so expensive.
I had to use a real person.
You got to use a gay guy.
You gotta go
tiny
on-
Chinese.
Well, you don't have to use a gay guy, but you do have to go on Craigslist, and whoever shows up, shows up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just stick to the script, pal. Don't get cute with it. This ain't Broadway.
We don't need you to get too fucking creative.
Yeah, because you're always doing stuff like that. Yeah, now it's like I think I'm like developing like health anxiety. So there'll be like a brief second where I think I'm gonna like stumble over my words.
Yeah.
And I'm like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong, and then I just like panic,
Right.
and then I'll make myself do it.
No, I mean, we were talking about this before the show.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was doing. I think I had like cardio. I think I just have broad like health anxiety right
yeah,
now.
same.
And it's-
Anytime something happens to you with your health and you have to be around doctors, they are constantly making you nervous because you'll go in and they'll be like, well, it could just be, a little scratch,
Yeah.
or you could be dying.
Well, it's also the result of like 2 years of just the entire focus of everyone's life being
On health.
on health. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, at a certain point, I mean...
Well, it's also, you kind of realized, like, they're really guessing. They really
They
are.
don't know what the fuck they're talking
It's
about.
truly, I look at doctors now the same way I look at like, vets,
Yeah.
which I know they're doctors, but, like, not really.
Yeah.
And they're just, I'm like, why don't I just go on fucking WebMD?
Yeah.
Dude, my friend told me this. I can say whatever. He wouldn't care. He had to go take care of his grandfather because he had a surgery. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he told me what it was, and it's like so sad what happens to the human body. But
Oh, Jesus Christ.
like he was getting so many catheters that it fucked up his dick head. And so he had to get they had to go in from the bottom into the pee hole because like they couldn't keep putting it in the dick hole like on the end.
Because he got like track marks.
Yeah, he's
on
like
his
an
dick.
old man with dementia, and they had to take him for his penis surgery.
Male cats,
Yeah,
male
it's so
cats,
sad.
sometimes they have to get their dick removed.
Their dicks are disgusting.
Because they'll get like UTIs and have to put a catheter in, and cats' dicks are so small that they'll just rip the cat's dick off, taking the catheter out.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Yeah.
also,
it happened to
cats'
Josh
dicks-
Androsky's cat.
Cats' dicks have like
they have a
hooks
hook
in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be problematic if you're trying to,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe your friend's granddad had a hook in his dick.
Maybe he
or
had a
something.
cat dick.
Maybe he had a cat dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Maybe
I can
that's
ask.
what the surgery was.
I felt so bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, just shoot me in the head if that's ever happening.
Dude, it's really scary to think about aging because I'm like getting old for the first time. And I'm
That's
like,
not true. Everybody, you're always getting old.
no, but you're like, it's different. Mm-hmm. Late 30s is a different fucking thing.
So you're really only feeling that now? I feel that already, and I'm 33.
Oh, yeah, no.
My fucking joints hurt, and I'm
No,
like, am I having a stroke? I'm like, I really worry about it. Like every 3 days, I'm like, I'm having a stroke.
Dude, I'm like, I went into the pandemic at 35. I'm 37, and I am like looking around and being like at comedy shows and shit, and being like, I'm talking to children.
Yeah.
These are little baby children,
Right.
and they're like, in 2 years or 3 years, they're going to be my age, but it's a different feeling. Like I'm starting to mispronounce like every famous person a little bit. Like I'm saying their name wrong, and I'm just like, I'm fucking washed. You know, I'm stretching in public, and oh God, it's like sad.
Yeah, I've already started doing the thing where I like ramble like an old person.
Yeah.
Like I'll talk to somebody, I'll be like, and then I catch myself, and I'm like 15 minutes into a story about Panera Bread changing the menu.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what am I doing? Why am I telling this person this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because, you know, they used to have the smokehouse turkey, but then they replaced it with the chicken Fontega, which is good, but, you know, it's not the smokehouse turkey. It was kind of the only thing in that segment on the menu.
You just want to hang up on yourself.
yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is happening?
Right.
I know exactly what you're talking. Like, I just have these moments where I'm like, shut up, you dumb old whore.
Yeah.
I'm doing IVF, and I'm like, what the fuck? The only reason I'm doing, like, I'm freezing embryos because I should have had a child at this point. Like, I should. So if I was going to have kids, I should have already done it. But
how old are you?
37.
Yeah, that's fine. That's like the age, right?
Yeah, if I got pregnant right now, it would be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm like...
You're worried about Down syndrome.
I'm worried... Yes. Yeah, first of all.
Yeah.
It's me and Andy. So things aren't going to turn out great.
It's like you in 17 years, and you like, it's been a long day at work, and you open the freezer, and there's just a bunch of empty ice cream pints, and you look through all of them, and you're like, and you go out in the living room, and you're like, come on, man. Yeah. He's like, well, maybe you shouldn't have waited so long to get pregnant. And then you wouldn't be in this.
Maybe you shouldn't have.
Yeah, he's like, maybe you wouldn't be in this situation if you hadn't waited so long to get pregnant.
Maybe you shouldn't have slutted around in your 20s and early 30s.
You would have a son that eats maybe Chex Mix after school instead of 17 pints of ice cream.
I feel like the industry is at a place where having a mentally handicapped child would only help my career.
Oh yeah. You could take that shit to the top.
Yeah.
You could ride that little fucker all the way to the top.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It used to be that their own Olympics, and now it's, you know, they're going to have to put a regular. They're going to have to integrate the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know?
I hope so. Let's make it fucking fun.
They already integrated Sports Illustrated.
Right.
You know how much that's got to suck if you're like a retarded football player? And then you see the Sports Illustrated, like they're like that. Oh, that she gets to be in the regular Sports Illustrated, but I still got to play retard football. The cheerleaders, they're fine. They get to be in the normal stuff, but I'm still playing, and they're counting the score with fucking jelly beans.
They got a fucking abacus made of candy.
Oh, that's good.
That's fucking funny. Oh my god. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna freeze my kid, and then I'll have it when I'm 50, and it'll have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Or I think autism. They say also if you're older.
Down syndrome is actually almost like eliminated, is what I heard, because they're testing for it so early.
Yeah, there's a eugenics.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of fucked up because honestly, and the older I get, I mean, this is like, it's funny. It was like a thing I used to make fun of when I was younger and more cynical. But like, you know, like when people were like, actually, we can learn from them. You know, retarded people, they can actually be the teachers.
Actually, they're the wisest.
It's like, maybe you're just fucking stupid. You know, but like the only thing that matters in life, the only measure of quality of life is like how happy you are.
Right.
And they've got it in spades.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're such good guys.
Absolutely. My first friend in school had Down syndrome. Her name was Elise, and I had the most fucking fun with her. And I remember my mom being very nervous and concerned and saying that it was important to make friends with everyone.
Yeah.
But
she wanted you to get other friends.
I loved her. Elise was crazy. She would just walk up to people, pull their fucking pants down.
I feel like the only way I could have a family that like stayed together is if we had one of them would have to be the older one would have to be retarded.
Those are the best. Those are the best families.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like good people.
Yeah. Except for Racine.
Yeah,
I guess.
But his brother has autism, right?
Yeah, his brother's
autism.
Yeah.
They keep him in a cage and they let him out at Christmas.
I love Racine. His kid is so fucking cute.
He's so cute, Ben.
I honestly...
He came to the studio.
That's a big kid.
He's a big boy.
He's huge.
That's
enormous.
a big boy.
Yeah. Racine and Deb are like the best case scenario for people meeting in comedy, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I look at the two of them and I'm like, that's a fucking, like, look, we can do it.
I remember
story.
they had their kid around the same time as like a bunch of my like Jewish friends from like back in the day, and I'd go visit the kids. I'd see my friends like neurotically like the head to protect the head, you know, like just freaking out.
Right.
And then I went over to Mike's to see the new baby.
Yeah.
And like they were like, yeah, he's fine. I don't know, you know. And I was just like, oh wow, these people are like
they got a zip line they're attached to, just throwing.
They're like, yeah, he's
him
fine.
across the room. Yeah.
Send the baby over here.
Just put him on the floor in the middle of the room. We'll come back in an hour and a half. He'll be fine. No.
My friend just came to visit with her kid, and I took him to the Museum of Ice Cream, and he was falling. Which you
was
might
it your Down syndrome friend?
No.
Oh man.
No.
I actually got a job at a museum.
I'm a curator.
I'm working at a museum now.
Yeah.
I wonder what she's up to. I actually never. I don't know what happened. She never came back, but she I took him to the Museum of Ice Cream, which you should, if you take a kid there, it's like kind of giving a Molly, because it's just every room is like neon lights and fucking, you know, they're like flash slides and there's like a glitter pool or whatever. But her kid started falling asleep, and she was like, well, what's the point of being here? And I was like, dude, us. Like, what's us? That's the point. It's a weird thing when your friends start having kids to see them just sort of lose their own youth in that way. It's sad.
Yeah.
You go like, fuck, what happened to you just wanting to have fun? Like, this sucks now.
Yeah.
Everything's for this kid, which I guess that's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, it's probably pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah.
It's better than, just being you and you got a podcast, you're trying to figure out a way to justify keep doing it.
I think
you don't really feel like an artist anymore.
Right.
You don't know why you did anything.
Right.
Then you have to just invent medical problems.
Right. Yeah.
Like something's got to give.
Right.
Something's got to be different.
I've had the same thoughts of like, oh, maybe I should, but then I was like, what if I feel the exact same way, and then I just have this kid next to me, and I'm still worried about like keeping my podcast going.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, then you'd be Mike Racine.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess
and
so,
he seems happy, or at least he's gaining weight, you know.
Yeah, he does seem happier.
Yeah. Very round. He's gaining weight in a very funny way.
Yeah. It's all belly.
His body is very
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy looks like a stretched water balloon.
Yeah. Well, his head is moving forward and down.
Yes,
And
yeah.
it's like his stomach is just getting bigger.
Well, his body is matching the personality that he's always had.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
In
That's
a way,
true.
it's very satisfying. It's like watching the, the completion of the circle
Some
of
people
life.
get fat in a way that's like just sort of inopportune. Hampton got fat in a very funny way.
Hampton?
Hampton Yount.
Oh, I don't know Hampton.
Oh, you don't?
No, I
Oh,
mean,
that's weird.
I know of him. I just haven't seen a photo of him in
But he
forever.
lost all the weight.
He did lose all the weight, and then I'm not sure where he's at now. He could have it back, or I haven't seen Hampton in years. But he moved to I remember him moving to L.A., and then I saw him, and I hadn't seen him for like
Somebody
2
should
years.
start like some kind of account so that we can track this.
The best is Lev. Lev's weight gain is one of the funniest pieces of. He should get the Mark Twain prize for fucking how fucking funny
I know
his weight gain is.
I know.
It's like,
it's so satisfying.
It's a work of art. The way in which that guy got fat. Like nobody saw him for the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's 400 pounds heavier.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
No, I mean, looking at him, I was like, oh, you've always been like this.
Yeah.
This is who you actually are.
No,
this
it's
is your
like
real body.
it's like the Shallow. It's like watching the Shallow Hal trailer.
Yeah.
Where he like walks past something and he's suddenly just big as shit. Yeah.
You're like, this is and oddly enough, like sometimes people I think become better when they're fat. Mm-hmm. I think he's a worse person, but he is better for it. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
You think he became a worse person when he got fat?
Yeah. He's like meaner, you know what I mean? But
I don't think he's meaner. He's
for it.
somehow more confident. I mean, it's bizarre.
That's kind of what I meant by by meaner. But yes, yeah.
It's the confidence you get when you go, because he was a young guy, so he was doing comedy. He was like 19, 20.
Right, and he was hot.
Yeah,
he was like,
but now he's like maybe he's like 23 or something.
Yeah.
You know how it switches when you're like, oh, I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
Like these these people I'm around are just like you get to hear. And then you just get dumber. Your brain starts like breaking down.
Yeah.
And so he has the confidence of being an adult, but he also like is not. Now he's just he's just incredibly fat.
Yeah.
Guy whose clothes don't fit.
I thought he was losing the weight. I thought he was on his way to losing it.
Me and him have a bet because he was like, I sat with him one time and he just has this like unshakable confidence, which is, I think he was fat before this too. Like he was only hot for like 2 years.
Yeah, it was like we only knew him after he lost the weight.
Yeah, he got hot and then just produced a lifetime worth of hot content.
Yeah,
because if you Google his name, there's no fat pictures.
Absolutely,
it's just the 8 months in which he was not fat,
right? And
that's like the story.
Yeah, he created his own Make-A-Wish.
That's what goes on the tape. And then, you can't find anything current. But, me and him had a bet because he was sat there. He was just sitting there with his eyebrow raised. And he's like, by this time next year, I'll be... He said, he was like, I'll be 200 pounds lighter. And I'm like, you won't even be... I'm like, you won't lose...
20 pounds.
Anything. I'm like, nothing. He's like, I guarantee you I will. I'm like, I'll bet you $1,000. I'll bet you $1,000.
Did he take it?
He took the bet. Yeah, we got a bet going.
Okay.
And then the next time I saw him, he's like, I'm down 25 pounds. I'm like, fuck. Well, I guess I owe you $1,000. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I saw him last night. Fucking fat as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to start bringing your own scale, too.
Yeah. I don't even want the money. Like, I'm not
he's
even...
at a level of fat where it's like, if he loses fucking 20 pounds, you're not going to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not... 20 pounds on him is like 5 pounds on a regular body.
I hope he loses the weight for his health, What he should do is he should do a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
Like, he should do comedy for 8 months, and in those 8 months, he's just wildly overweight.
Yeah.
Just obese. But then continues to do, like, dating advice stuff.
Yeah.
Like telling guys how to get the most out of their woman. It's just his ass. Yes. His fucking ass is hanging out.
No, he's so wide. He's such a circle-shaped person now.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah. No, because he doesn't know the right...
He looks like the Little Miss Sunshine drawings.
He's awesome, dude. I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He might be my favorite person in comedy.
He cracks me up just because when I watch him talk to people, and he's done it to me too. He's gotten me before where like he'll just piss me off. Mm-hmm. Like he got me to the point. I forget what the fuck we were talking about, but it was something where he was just trying to be antagonistic, and I was like, and I just fell for it. And I was like, oh, he fucking got me so good.
Yeah.
And I was like yelling at him in the stand. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, what am I doing? I'm like fighting with like a child. Mm-hmm. And it's like 11:30 and I have a husband at home. Yeah. And I'm not leaving.
Me and him like co-hosted some shitty upstairs show at the stand one time. Mm-hmm. And somebody took a picture, and not only, I weigh like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But I was also just like in the background of like the shot. And then he's sitting on the stool. And he saw the picture, and he's like, he couldn't believe that it was he's like, the picture must be wrong.
He's like, I'm not that.
He's like, I don't look like that, do I? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. That's literally a photo of you.
Yeah. That someone just took. Like currently look.
But that's what happens when I was like a fat kid, and when I look at pictures I remember looking at pictures of myself and being like, no, that's... No, because you start to go, it's the angle, or like it's actually just like the shadow of my shirt.
Yeah, it's the gravity in the lens.
Right, yeah. And then but at 23, you're supposed to be able to look at a photo of yourself and go like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah, or just never look at photos of yourself.
Yeah.
Just smash the mirror in your apartment. And
smash all the mirrors.
Live in filth and come here and sleep on the floor of the studio. And just bury yourself in work.
It was so funny when I saw him for the first time after the pandemic, and he was talking about his girlfriend, and he was like, she's a fucking saint, because she'd stayed with him. And he meant it. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, this is really funny to me.
She's a saint.
Yeah.
Which saint? which let's go through the canon. Tell me which saint was the one, the patron saint of watching a guy kill himself with Panda Express. Yeah. Which one was that?
She's a saint.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Well, anyways, Adam, you wanna take us out here?
Yeah.
We can continue doing the show, by the way. I do think I'm going to, I need to drink some water or something.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to faint?
Yeah, I think I need to go get a physical, because I did, aside from
I did come from the doctors, but I think I need to run and get a physical.
Aside from the medical, or, health phobia, I think, I did switch to veganism.
Oh yeah.
I need to make sure I'm not like fucking up my levels.
Iron levels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you taking take a prenatal vitamin?
I do. I take a good. Well, it's like for years I've always taken a good multivitamin.
Yeah.
Now I like supplement B vitamins on top of it just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
this is the shit that I'm talking about. We could talk about supplements for a while.
Mm-hmm. We should.
I brought 6 bottles to go to my dad's house for a night.
I'm thinking about going to Chipotle after this.
The 2 top Patreon. The Adam Friedland Show is going to be the #1 Patreon.
We will.
Yeah.
$1 million a month.
Patreon.com/TAFS.
And then we're going to
exclusive video content
entirely separate from the networks. Create Anderson Cooper Mad TV, greatest show of all
I can
time.
see that. Yeah.
But the top 2 were currently is true crime bullshit, and then I guess
Tim
Dillon after that. But then there's one that's like just a nutrition podcast. There's something called Maintenance Phase, and they make like $800 million a month, being like. Fucking peanut butter and jelly. Whatever the fuck they talk about. Ooh.
But you guys are going to eclipse those motherfuckers.
Yeah, we will.
When you get Anderson Cooper in here.
We're getting big celebs on the new show.
Yeah.
We're booking it. Yeah. We got huge guests coming through.
Huge.
I don't want to gas it up too much, but huge.
Good.
Jessica Chastain.
Tom said no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tom confirmed he was not interested today. It broke my heart.
Timothy, what's his face? That famous
Chalamet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming on. We're gonna talk about the Willy Wonka movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And be like, what
was your process?
How does it feel to be an icon with regards to the Down syndrome community?
You're both a gay icon and
the king of candy,
and the king of candy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, they call him the king of candy. Timothy Chalamet, a twinkish boy.
Just a guy with Down syndrome at Blockbuster picking up candy, man. He's like, "Oh, this looks good." He's at home watching it. And he's like, "What the hell?
Where's all the candy?"
It's just
I thought they go to the factory.
Some fucking black guy. I want to watch a movie about a fucking black guy. I
thought we were going to watch something with Twizzlers and rainbows.
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to be about the candy.
What is wrong with our society?
And all of this.
I love that this starts with him at Blockbuster, too.
Yeah.
Which is just him, at this point, in a warehouse somewhere that he's calling Blockbuster.
But folks, we do have now.
You've seen that picture, right, of like the dad who, like, for his autistic son, recreated a Blockbuster shelf in their house.
No,
so their autistic son could go pick out movies at Blockbuster.
No, I did not
see
that.
Very adorable.
That's very
so sweet.
But see, that's the kind of thing I need in my life.
Yeah.
For me to just ignore my regular children and helping them with their homework and dealing with the nuances of complex emotions. I'm like, look, I just got to build your retard brother a Blockbuster shelf. That's the kind of dad
you can
I
homeschool yourself.
Yeah.
Because your brother needs help.
I don't know shit about the fucking Revolutionary War. Don't ask me.
Go check Netflix.
I'm too busy with this.
No,
retard.
No, I can't tell you about girls. I got to find the right kind of slot board to hang up these fucking. Get the font right. You know what kind of temper tantrum he's gonna have if Finding Nemo doesn't look perfect on that shelf.
Oh, I kind of like this. I like this idea.
Yeah.
More and more, I'm like, maybe I'll just go into the doctors at the end of the month and be like, can you get me one with Down syndrome?
No, it'd be nice. It kind of would be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure for him, he'd be like, whew, I can take a load off.
He'd be just a fucking source of constant joy.
Because it's just me in there and a bunch of women in their mid-50s trying to get pregnant from the Upper West Side.
Business
I've said it
bitches.
before, but I would love to have a Down syndrome son and a normal daughter, like a smart daughter, and just be awful to the daughter.
Yeah.
But like in the way a mom would.
Yeah.
Be like, you look like shit.
You're going out wearing that.
You look fat. Your arms are fat.
Yeah. You shouldn't pose sideways
Yeah.
anymore.
Sweetie, that's not your color.
Yeah. Just at Thanksgiving, she's on her first plate, and I'm like,
Okay.
Maybe a little less.
Maybe you want to take some breaths between bites? That's literally my childhood.
Just be a bitch, mom.
Dude, my mom was such a bitch. She would drop me off at friends' houses. She'd say to their moms, she'd be like, hey, Rosebud likes to snack, so maybe just close the pantry while she's here. We'll get her.
I brought a padlock if you want to go ahead. I'll install it now.
I brought a padlock and a bag of celery.
I got drywall
if
screws.
She starts to ask for more. You can put her in the backyard and tie her there.
Yeah. Well, Rosebud, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us
on the Adam Friedland.
This was fun.
Folks, just an update. We have a real timeline for the launch of the actual show. Nick and I are pretty excited. Things are coming together. I'm sorry about all the wires that are exposed right now. Nick, sometimes I'll say something to Nick, and then he'll go silent, and I'll hear banging in the other room, and then there will be more wires pulled out of the walls.
Right.
But I think it's like a therapy for him. So.
Well, no, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like he's in the middle of something really important, but nobody understands what it is.
Yeah,
and that's obviously, if there is a mark of genius that we've learned from Hollywood.
I'm trying to make the world's best magician.
Yeah.
You know?
Just build it.
Just build it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.